La verdad que los datos de Jeannie Sager son asombrosos. Increíble todo el trabajo que están haciendo desde este centro de la universidad, ¿no? Del Lilly Family Philanthropy, ¿no? Un centro que trabaja mucho en Women in Philanthropy, en Indiana University. Increíble todo lo que nos cuenta respecto a cómo las mujeres donan más en el Giving Tuesday, cómo las mujeres están apoyando mucho más proyectos, ya que al ser parte de directores o voluntarias se involucran más en las causas de manera mucho más cercana, cómo el crecimiento de la riqueza de las mujeres con ya más de 93 trillones de dólares en el mundo, con esa generación de riqueza pueden ser también filántropas y están trabajando mucho más colaborativamente. Bueno, hay datos increíbles que nos comentan el Summit Jeannie, que totalmente son extrapolables aquí a América Latina y Iberoamérica.
Women can lead this charge for more strategic philanthropy, harnessing their growing wealth and influence to create a more just, equitable, and healthy society. By most measures, today's demographic changes benefit women. You know this and you see it every day. More and more women have increased access to education, income, and wealth, and these are key predictors of philanthropy. At the same time, more women are the primary breadwinner in their families, more women are financially independent, and some reports suggest that 90% of women are the chief financial officers of their households. And these factors are central to women's expanding role in philanthropy. Women's wealth is rising. Today, women hold about 40% of global wealth. And the Boston Consulting Group says that by 2025, women will have accumulated assets worth $110 trillion. Women are also expected to inherit 70% of the wealth that will be passed down over the next 2 generations. And women tend to inherit twice, once from their parents and then from their spouse. Women are also more likely to give. And our research at WPI shows that women's growing wealth is good news for the philanthropic sector. Across all ages, races, and income levels, women give more and give differently than their male counterparts. Not only that, but we found that the more women's wealth grows, the more they will give to charitable organizations. And how women think about wealth differs too. According to a United States Trust study, women are nearly twice as likely as men to say that giving to charity is the most satisfying aspect of having wealth. Next slide. So in order to unlock the full potential of women's philanthropy, we must understand how gender shapes giving behavior. To build a powerful and diverse force of female philanthropists, we need to know more about what drives women to give. The Women's Philanthropy Institute exists for that reason, to conduct, curate, and disseminate rigorous research that grows women's philanthropy. Matthias, do you want to go to 2 slides? And so WPI's focus is on research about gender and philanthropy. And this field of study is reasonably new. WPI released its first study in 2010, and few studies before that have considered gender as a factor in its work. And since 2010, though, we have built an amazing reservoir of findings that point to one undeniable fact: gender matters in philanthropy. Next slide. After all, men and women are different in so many ways. If we just consider the field of fundraising here in the United States and globally, it really was created only in the 1960s, at a time when men, predominantly white men, were presumed to be the primary donor. And that is no longer true. In fact, I read a 2020 report from Blackbaud that says that your average donor is a 64-year-old woman. Donors are men and women. They are all ages, races, ethnicities, sexual orientations, religions and no religion, local and, as we see here, across the globe.